Hello everyone, you're very welcome to my channel. My name is Diamante and today I will bring you along on a sleeper train ride from Kiruna, Sweden in Swedish Lapland, about 200 kilometers away from Arctic Circle, all the way up to Stockholm, the capital of Sweden. So we're looking forward to 16-hour trip, and the cost of the journey for two people was circa 250 euros. The name of the train is SJ93, commonly known as sleeper train. It also goes as far as Narvik in Norway, and we personally traveled from Kiruna to Stockholm. It's just natural to wonder, what does that get you? So we are in car 12, and this is the car of private cabins where you get 3 bunk beds. We are 2 people total, and we want to have our own space. So that means that we are given an opportunity to get that 3rd bed for a reduced rate. And as a result, we are going by ourselves. You also have a buffet. You just can purchase things, and free hot water, such as boiling water, is free of charge, as well as you have a card to use the shower, which I've just used, and it was a very pleasant experience, especially that our train had some delays and cancellations. So we ended up going for 4 hours, Kiruna to Boden, in one train, and then we had to change over in Boden. As you can see now, people are going to the other train, as did we, right behind them. So we took the sleeper train then. That was the change, such as instead of 16 hours straight, you're actually not gonna do that because there was a cancellation. So we did 4 hours in one vehicle and then swapped over for the actual sleeper train. It was nice to get showered afterwards, and it definitely have reset us. So we will be having some salad for dinner. We got it from this shop called Co-op, which is a brand across Sweden. And so did many other people, because Kiruna is the new city center is small enough, and there is essentially one grocery store, but it's a large enough store, so it seemed like people did go there to get the stuff for the sleeper train. I'm very excited to tell you more about the trip. We have already had our sleeper train experience from Stockholm to Kiruna. So now it's our second time, and of course now we're experienced. And why not to share that knowledge? I remember when I was only researching the trip, and it was so interesting at least to see into the sleeper train. What is it? How does it look? What does it get you? What is it all about? So when we were coming forward, and our first trip, temperature outside was very cold. At the time when we came to Kiruna, it was -27. And today the temperature in Kiruna was only -1 to -5 degrees Celsius. So very mild, huge difference in the conditions. However, just as beautiful. So on the way to Kiruna, we could, the heating is just excellent in the cabin. You can be toasting up if you want to. It's very, very clean in the cabin as well. You can see that the cabin is not like it's not brand new. It has been used, and there are clear signs of wear and tear. But it's one of those things, if you think about like a school desk, like a school desk can be good for probably 70 years or more. So if you look at the design of the cabin, you will really see that, there is wood, there is metal, there is plastic, there is a metal sink, so it's very durable. As you can see, we're now approaching the cabins. This time we're at the cabin 12, 11, 10. I'm showing you one of the cabins as we're passing by. It smells very clean. It's like this neutral cleanliness smell. Everything is just tidy, the towels smell fresh and the sheets are fresh and the pillows are just flimsy little pillows. Don't expect your whatever is that you expect, don't expect for it. You have a window, and we were thinking, oh, we'll see aurora borealis, but you look for it and then you just fall asleep. So it is romantic, it's beautiful, but after all, it is a sleeper train and you will be sleeping for a good amount of the time. So here it is, the cabin, finally. And these are these buckles. You can secure yourself. You can be safe when you're sleeping. So we're just dropped our suitcase all the way at the top. Then you can leave your jackets, your coats. If it's winter time, there is a lot of bulky items, and also I'm showing that there are light switches. There are chargers, such as sockets, and of course the mirror, as well as the sink. And so it is working in working order. We didn't have water. We know that now since we're experienced, and there should be 3 little Tetra packs of water. And we were told, please go to the buffet and they will provide you with the water. This is the shower card, and so this is the room card. So it is operating like a very small hotel room. And so I'm closing the door from the inside. This is the instructions of how to operate the beds. The bunk beds is just on the door. My dream was to go on a journey on a sleeper train and to go to Swedish Lapland. So I'm just so excited, and I want to share with the rest of the world everything I know about the sleeper train, everything I've learned about Swedish Lapland. Here it is, the card, and you are in your home for the next 16 hours or so. The buffet is running until 11 p.m. in the evening, and it starts at 5:30 a.m. This is the heating, and you can regulate it to what you like, really. 20 is pleasant. More than that can be good if it's cold, but other than that, it can get toasty really soon, fast, because the space is small. You have many lights, so many lights. Not only lights, but also the radio, which we didn't try, so I can't really vouch for it. I'm sure one of these buttons are for the people to come over, the staff, to assist you if needs to be. And these are the instructions on how to operate the bed. It's pretty straightforward. It's a very, everything is kind of very like a clever design. Things are just easy to use. It's self-explanatory. They have thought through things. And here at the bottom, this bed you can use as a sofa, and that's what we are doing actually right now. I'm doing the voiceover from the sleeper train itself. Ladder is needed to climb up. The 3rd bunk bed is quite high up, so why to risk your health if you can just use the ladder? And I hope everybody here will listen to that, because I've seen things. I myself chose the middle bunk bed, and I had an excellent sleep the first time around. I will repeat this if we both will agree, but I think I see the nodding, so that sounds good to me. Yeah, bring your own food as well. You need some proper stuff. Don't just bring snacks. Bring yourself a meal. That's what we did as well, and we just brought 2 salads now. one pasta salad, and I brought myself some chicken Caesar, which I can't wait to eat, I have to say. So you can fasten yourself up in the bed, because the train moves. You have all these little compartments as well, where you can simply put your phone on, I don't know, whatever, maybe, say for example, to the so you can leave your personal belongings in those pockets there. Your bags can go all the way top. This now is going to be your little show around. So this is the baggage, or you can leave your stuff if you want. Shower room and the bathroom right here. It is clean, efficient, simple, and what else do you need? Going back to our cabin, we have the neighbors, and look, there was no issues at all. People were quiet, respectful, and this is again all you can ask for. Shower card is needed to get into the shower. I was the first person to use the shower today, and it's nice. It's always nice to use it first, isn't it? I was respectful and cleaned up after myself. And so it is. Many towels. You have hot water. We had our own shower gel. And of course, use the flip-flops. Bin. That was a bin. Again, everything is thought through. They know how things work. You know, you don't want to keep rubbish in the cabin, you have to have a bin. I'm back to the cabin just for a little while, showing you the compartments inside. There is of course evacuation plan as well. There are sockets. There is also a little table which I didn't show. And again, the ladder. Ladder is very nice. It is giving you those kind of like, you know, the school trip vibes. I just love the vibes here on the sleeper train. Now, our car is very fresh, isn't it? It's just like fresh and clean. But when you start going through other cars, and especially because there are just many more people, and the sleeper train operates in there are different setups. You can buy different tickets, such as you can sleep in a shared room with 6 people, and there are like women only rooms and men only rooms. So you're sharing with strangers, or even if you're a bigger party, maybe there are a few of you and then you're sharing with the rest. So those corridors, they can be a bit, you know, like just more people, so there is some smell, or there may be some smell. And it's also busy to pass by. You'll see it in just a couple of moments, because I will also be bringing you all the way to the buffet, to the canteen, and I'll be showing also the food and the prices and how we are filling up our thermal cups. That's one thing that I missed on the first time around, because we fell asleep and we woke up at 10:59 and the buffet is closed at 11. So when we got there, we were told, no, unfortunately, it's in the morning. And in the morning, due to some technical breakages, the buffet never opened. So again, we were very glad that we had a couple of boiled eggs brought with us, and we had our lovely breakfast overlooking Swedish Lapland. The sleep was good, and it was nice to have some food. We had a bit of water. We had also some vegetables, and it was a nice morning. Here we are leaving Boden. I thought I'll show you how it actually looks through the window. Right now it is really dark because we're just going through the middle of nowhere, and we also have a light on, so that itself So let's make a move and let's go through many cars to fill up our thermal cups. So here we are. We can see more people, way more people. This is the car where cabin has 6 bunk beds. So double the amount of the bunk beds that we have. And so many more people. People are friendly and kind, and they will always let you pass. It seems like sometimes people are acting a bit surprised, as if they didn't expect that people may be almost coming from a different car. And so this one here, we're passing by also 6, sleep 6. And there are some cars that you can bring the dog. And we've seen at least 1 dog total. People are hanging their coats and jackets because it is winter, it's January now, and it's just bulky. And this is an example of how the car for 6 looks. This is 2 beds, and these are just like, I don't know. Well, I haven't been inside, so. These doors are automated, so you just push the button, which I learned only this time around. Before I was operating it manually. And so now we are at the part of the train where people sleep seated. You can also do that. Not everyone is going for 16 hours. You can get off on many different stops. So, and also if you wanted to sit for the whole time, the cost is way lower. Again, the cost for our tickets were 250 euros. And that's for 2 people in the sleeping private cabin. That's what they call second class cabin. I don't even know if they have the first class because, well, they were just all sold out for like all the days for like the next 10 years. I'm joking, but that's kind of it, really. There was no way to get it. And so we are now in canteen. People are enjoying themselves. It's very short into leaving the train station as well. This is only probably about like 20 minutes into leaving. So everything is still fresh, such as there are still options food-wise. And here there are coffees and teas. Black coffee is very big in Sweden here. Peppermint tea is, I love peppermint tea. They basically don't have peppermint tea. I bought one today in the pharmacy. That was the last peppermint tea they had. So I'm delighted. I have my own peppermint tea, which cost me 450, and that's about 3 euros and, well, 450, so maybe 4 euros. And I have it right here in the cabin, which I will enjoy. And these are the stuff that you can buy, and there are some hot meals which they will heat up for you, and cold salads, as well as more salads and sandwiches and the baguettes. Here I'm showing one of the Asian fusion salad. There were a good couple of options, I have to say. This looked nice, but we do have our own. And I would highly suggest for you to bring your own food, you know. However, the train didn't seem to be sort of like making huge amount of money out of these sandwiches, you know. It's not like one sandwich is like 30 euros or a ridiculous amount, you know. Sandwich in a coffee shop for 15 euros or 12 euros in Sweden is pretty common from what we've seen. So these are the prices here. Classic Swedish shrimp sandwich, 149 Swedish krona, which is probably about 13 euros or so. But that's the shrimp. I'm sure that ham and cheese would be a little bit less expensive, and you can stop the screen to have a look at the prices. That's why I came over and filmed there. You know, people are looking into food and buying stuff, and they're probably hungry, so I didn't want to hang out there for too much and too long. Here is the staff, and so here is the hot water, which you can use free of charge. It's a good idea to bring your thermal cups to the trip and the water bottle as well. It's cold outside, so it's nice and warming to have a cup of tea, and also to be sustainable in that sense, save up some money, have your own tea or coffee, have a favorite one. So this video is coming to an end. I would like to encourage you to take this train ride and to experience Swedish Lapland in this very different way, by sleeping in the train first things first, and then getting off in the beautiful Kiruna, or maybe Abisko, or maybe Narvik in Norway. As you can see, I am just leaving the canteen, and I'll pass by a couple of cars to be back to my cabin. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon.